What is up today, YouTubers? It's Stoner Steve coming out with you with another deck profile. Today we got Blazer, and we're doing black, green, and black, green, blue as the base with reincarnation in the deck. It is the only red, but I am running Blazer, so we'll not have to worry about the red. So you will be running bling, blue, green, blue, green, black stones. So let's get on to the ruler, which is Blazer. If you guys don't know, it has a 0 judgment. Can only judgment if you can. Your opponent controls a J ruler. Sorry, I can't talk right now. And then it also taps whenever you tap a magic stone, it can also produce a red. So really good for mana fixing. You don't have to run red stones in to play red spells. So just pretty awesome. After you flip, target Jade Ruler loses all abilities, and then you destroy target Jade Ruler. So just really good on that. And then all your stones still tap for red in addition. And then also if you control no other resonators or no resonators, it gets 4/4, which in this deck that will not happen. You will control resonators most of the time. And also in this deck, I find most of the time I don't even flip it. So really when you do flip it, most likely it's just going to be 1,000. So then let's get off onto the deck. And like I said, I'm running Reincarnation. So we are doing my 1-drops, and that is 4 Tamios. It comes into play, draws a card, banish it, deal 200 to target resonator. So just really good. And also it's a 2/2. So like I said, it's just a draw card for more card advantage, and also for your reincarnations, something small to sack off or something big. So next little small guy is Alice's Little Scout. Love the card. When it dies, draw a card. So with reincarnation, you would draw a card and then do its effect. So it can be deck thinning and a card advantage at the same time. That's what it was really in there for. It's just kind of get more draw into your hand and deck thin at the same time. So the next card, and this is just to be a little bit more rampish, and that's 4 Sacred Elves. I am running a lot of high drops in this deck, so elves are just nice to get out there early and kind of ramp up into something if I have to, if I can't see it with reincarnation. So and also if I need to sack it to reincarnation, I can. So the next card we are running 3 of, and that is Magic Stone Lifeform. When it dies, you can produce a will of any color besides moon. So white, red, blue, and green, and black. So like I said, we run reincarnation, so when you sack it, you'll get a mana. It's just nice to see if you have a bunch of 1-drops in your hand and stuff. You're just like, okay, I'll do it for this color and play a 1-drop. It's just extra mana if you need it. I don't like it in this deck as well as I do like my Alice deck I ran it in, because I loved it with Gwyber. But it does still have its uses, so I still do like it in this deck. Then the next card, we are running 3 Red Riding Hoods. And so when it dies, you get a stone from your stone deck into play tapped. And then also when you control 5 stones or more, it gets +4/+3. Then when you control 7 stones or more, it gains swiftness, first strike, and precision. So just really good. I use it a lot for the stone. You'd be surprised how many stones this deck gets, and you'll see why more. and you can just play everything, draw a lot, and kind of just empty your hand and play a lot of reincarnations. So the next card is to get back your one drops. We play 4. Lila's Pedal Assistant. I love her in this deck because you do run so many one drops. You can get back your Tamio, get back your little Alice's little scouts, get back your elves if you need to, get back your magic life forms. So many cards you can get back in this deck after you sack it to reincarnation. Also, I just like the 2 creature advantage. You play 1 creature, you get 2. So with your reincarnation, you just got more creatures out there to sack with. Like it a lot in this deck because of how much you will be sacking your creatures. So the next card, which is what the deck's built around, and that is Reincarnation. The only red card I do run in this deck because I wanted to keep it really different and not run any Lances this time or any Ruck Eggs. I wanted to do this deck like completely different than the other 2 decks I built. So only red card in this deck, and the only card that you're going to have to worry about reincarnation into. So very low chance to get another spell off of reincarnation when you do play. So you guys will like that. If you guys don't know, reincarnation as an additional cost, you banish any number of resonators. Then you reveal the top X cards of your library, and then any resonators will be put into the battlefield. Anything else will be put into the graveyard. So just really good to get resonators out onto the field and do some derpy combos. And you'll see the derpy combos here like pretty soon. Next card or so. So next card, which I said, next card, 4 Captain Hooks. If you guys don't already know, which you guys probably do unless you're a new player, when Captain Hook comes into play, bounce back 2 stones from your opponent's field and back onto their stone deck, or bounce back 2 creatures or resonators from their field to their hand. So just really awesome. Nothing to say about Hook. Everyone knows Hook's broken. So here is Reincarnation Hook pretty much. Now we got some more little fun bigger drops to go into. And we got 2 frigs to get back a creature, and you can get back your reincarnations so you can reincarnate even more. Just really synergetic with this deck, and just really love frig in any reincarnation deck, honestly. So the next card after that, so you guys don't know, so I don't skip over it. When this comes into play, you can basically choose all 3 if you want. You can put up a resonator, a chant, or addition up to your hand or into your hand from the graveyard. So just really good to get back all your stuff. And like I said, you can do all 3, so you can put a chant, addition, and a resonator all back to your hand. So just really amazing. The only thing you will get back from this deck is chant and resonator, and your chant will be reincarnation. So just really good to recycle reincarnations and get them back. Other than that, the next card we are running one of, and that is the Manicore. So I saw a Reanimator deck that was running this with hooks and stuff. I was like, I can do a reincarnation deck with this. So here's my reincarnation over their Reanimator, and we'll see how it works. So when this enters the play, you can choose one, look at your opponent's hand, and choose a card, then discard that card, or destroy a target addition or regalia your opponent controls. Most of the time, you are going to look at their hand and try to rip off like a cancel spell or something like that. Most likely, a lot of times, you're not going to hit addition, but you never know, or regalia. But like I said, you never do know. You might find you in a spot that you have to like get rid of their maybe Apollo or something like that, or Leviathan, so they don't have swiftness. But most of the time, you're just going to look at their hand and try to control them a little bit. So the next card we're running two of, and that is the Griffin. And the Griffin has flying. When this card enters the field, put the top two cards of your Magic Stone deck into the field. So they come into play untapped. Really good with reincarnation. You reincarnate into them on turn 3, and then you go up to 5 stones. It's just like, I went from 3 stones to 5 stones. When is that a bad thing? And if you did sack off Red Riding Hood, then you go up to 6 stones, sorry. And it's just like on turn 3 I got 6 stones, and then next turn I can play basically my whole hand. So just really amazing to ramp into and speed up your deck, and very synergetic with the deck. Next card I run one of. Now I was going to run 2 of, but I decided just to run 1 just because I am running the other Chimera too. So when this card enters your field, your opponent chooses a card they control. Destroy all non-magic stones cards except this card and the chosen card. Put X11 counters on this card where X is the number of destroyed this way. So let's just say you have a bunch like 2 regalias and a creature. They have 2 creatures and they decide to choose one, and I I have 1 creature and like 2 regalias. So it would destroy that creature besides him and my 2 regalias, and then it would let him choose, and then he would keep his other creature and or keep that creature and then destroy the rest. So he would get like 6/1/1/1 counters on him, and then he would become a 16/16, and that is really strong. And just really synergetic with reincarnation. So just a really good card to come and see. And if there's not a lot, if anything, he is a 1000/1000. So a pretty decent creature just to start off with. The next card we run 2 of, and that is Nidhogg. Nidhogg is in there just to kind of clear the board, and kind of, yeah, just like I said, just clear the board and let me have the advantage in attacking. So when this card enters the field, remove all resonators your opponent controls with the lowest total cost among resonators your opponent controls. So say it comes into play and your opponent has 1, 2, and 3 drops. Well, I destroy all the 1 drops, and then if you're able to like blink it out or anything, which this deck doesn't do, it would come back into play and destroy all 2 drops. Or if I would get the second one, it would destroy all the 2 drops. So just really good for a board wipe and kind of keep it more aggressive. The next card is Amit, the Blast of Gluttony. And when this card enters the field, destroy a target resonator. If you do, you gain a life to that defense. That is the biggest reason I only run 1 guild, is because I do have this too. And so it's another destroy effect, and I gain life off this one. So that's why I just ran 1 of this and 1 of the guild. And it's just more control, common play effects, and a 15/15. So really heavy hitter, and can just get in there and kind of boss people around. So the last card, we were running 1 Azoth, Hunter of Reality, and this has a lot of effects. So when it comes into play, you put how many is it again? 6 limit counters on it. So whenever it attacks or blocks, you remove a limit counter. And then if this card be destroyed, remove a limit counter from it instead. If you do, remove all damage from it. so that's really cool too. Then whenever this card attacks or blocks, like I said, or I did not say this yet, destroy a target J/resonator. It's really awesome. You can destroy a J ruler, so just another thing that can destroy a J ruler in this deck besides Blazer. So that's really good. Then at the end of turn, if there are no limit counters on this, destroy it. If you do, this card deals 2,000 damage to you. Most of the time you use this for a big hitter and just kind of end the game quick. So not a lot of times it's going to die at that point right there. So you won't lose that 2,000 damage. Yeah, because even if they kill it, it would still have limit counters on it, so you want to lose that or get dealt that 2,000 damage, so that's really good. So that is it for the main deck. We will get to the stone deck. Let me know what you guys think of this. Like, I think it's really pretty good and competitive, and reincarnating it into hooks and stuff like that is just really aggressive. So I just think it's a really fun, aggressive deck. Anyways, let's get down to the stone base. And basically I'm doing green, blue, black stones. So the first off, we got 4 of the green blue stones, and that's Magic Stone of Deepwood. Just a really amazing thing for this deck because you need blue and green. But everyone knows why. So then the next, we are running 4 of the Magic Stone of Black Silence, just to get your black out, and for like the assistants and the Chimera and Gil and stuff like that. And then the next card, we run 1 of Misty Wind Magic Stone, and this is just to get your green blue again. And then on the next one, we are running 1 Gusting Darkness Magic Stone, and this is, I just basically evened it 5 and 5, 5 green black, 5 green blue, just to make sure I always saw at least 1 of each. And yep, that's pretty much why, because no matter what, I really need to see green in this deck, and like blue and black are secondary. So obviously based off of green, and then the other 2 colors are kind of secondary to it. But that is the stone deck, and this is the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. I kind of seemed a little rushy, but I was just trying to get this done. You guys just comment below. Let me know how you guys feel about this deck and my other decks. I won't be posting any more reincarnation decks after this. I feel like 3 is enough. I do have plenty more ideas, but you guys are probably tired of seeing reincarnation decks, so this will be my last one. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and this is Stoner Steve signing off.